sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert, to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, to the murky depths of the Mariana Trench, to the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Icekold, back with episode 66 of the Dummast Podcast. Getting this out to you. Got a real good show for today. We got my boy Odd. He's in here. We're talking about GTA6 and some other things. Also got Cap the Great one. Cap the Great. Y'all know him as Cody Banks. No Cap, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of names. But he's up in here. We just, catching up. And got a good show for you guys today. I'm going to talk about some other things as well here and throughout the show. But you're probably wondering, where has the Dummast Podcast been? To be honest, and I've spoken about it on some previous episodes, that just been going through some creative stuff, just some mental blocks and just trying to put together a show. And I can't tell you how many times I've started and stopped this episode 66. I would have some interviews scheduled, and then for whatever reason it don't happen. So many different ideas that I had to pull back from. It's been a lot going on, but here I am, got a show for you guys, and I'm gonna try to keep this train going. You probably could tell, got a little gruff in the voice, lost my voice. So you probably hear my voice go in and out through this, and I'll try to do my best to get around that and just get some content out to you guys. But let's get it. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Ready to go. Ready to get this ball rolling. But one of the first things I want to talk about is the return of CM Punk. I have to talk about this, and I debated whether to put this part in the beginning of the show or the end of the show or the middle of the show. I'm putting it in right now. I'm putting it in right now. You guys know, first and foremost, I am a huge wrestling fan, pro wrestling fan, and this is just something I've been into since I was a kid. My grandmother, who recently just passed a few months ago, me and her used to watch wrestling all the time. NWA and even some AWA, but NWA, WCW once they turned into NWA and things like that. But huge wrestling fan. You guys will see some episodes where it's I'm talking about wrestling, and some episodes it never comes up. But I'm gonna talk about CM Punk right now. Okay, so CM Punk is finally back in the WWE, and if you are a wrestling fan, chances are you already know that. What I want to talk about is the Punk hatred. I have to talk about that. I have to address it. The Punk haters, the people that are mad that a man that was fired from another company got another job at the WWE. And I just don't understand the hate. I don't understand where the hate is coming from. We're talking about a person who everybody, he's a polarizing person. He is a polarizing person. If he's talking, you're more than likely you're listening. And that, because of that, that's what makes him a megastar when it comes to pro wrestling. He was away from pro wrestling for 8-10 years, something like that. I don't know how long exactly, but it was a long time. He left the WWE, came to AEW, received a big, he got his roses, and with that return, a huge celebration. And things didn't quite work out in AEW. A lot of backstage issues and things like that. But he's with WWE now, and there are people out there that just hate it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know if it's. I'm not sure. I think I know why I think I know where the hate is coming from. I definitely think I know where the hate is coming from, and I'll get into that. But I think some of it is because he, in certain promos, has said he'll never go back to the WWE. And what people got to understand about pro wrestling, everything that people tend to say on the microphone, it's not real. It's not. It is. They're trying to sell you on something. They're trying to sell you on their character. They're trying to tell a story. So not everything is real. Now, granted, I will say this. A lot of what comes out of Punk's mouth on the microphone is reality. But I don't think people don't know how to take what's real and what's not real. And when CM Punk says, I'm not going back to WWE and blah, 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 a lot of people believe it because he's a believable character. And like I said, a lot of the stuff he does say on the microphone is based in reality. Okay? There are a lot of people out there that don't like Punk because he's a douchebag or he's an asshole or he is a cancer. I've heard that one. And, you know, my thing with that is I ain't there, man. I'm not in the, like, I'm not back there. I don't know exactly what happened, and no one that's not associated with wrestling does. For every person that says CM Punk is a cancer, there's multiple people saying no, he's a good guy. So who do you take seriously? Who do you believe? Who do you hang your hat on? Whose comments do you take to heart? I don't take none of that shit to heart. My thing is, I could care less about Phil Brooks, and there go my voice is going out. I could care less about Phil Brooks. I could care less about Paul Levesque. I could care less about Mark Calloway. I could care less about Dwayne Johnson. I could care less about all these guys that they're off-screen character. I don't give a fuck. You know who I care? I do care about CM Punk. I do care about CM Punk because that's the character I know. All this other shit, you don't know what person you don't know what that person is unless you've been or know that person or you've been close to that person. You don't know. So only thing you're hearing is speculation. Or you're hearing some dirt sheets talk about someone's off-camera attitude or off-camera persona. Other than that, you don't know. You're in the same boat as the person who wrote that. You know, it's that simple. So I don't even take all this asshole. He's an asshole. He's a cancer. I don't take that shit to heart. I don't give a fuck. Even if he is a cancer, I don't give a fuck. I just want the in ring shit. I'm sorry. I just want the in ring shit. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. And like I said, like I mentioned, for every person that says CM Punk is a cancer, there's two people that's saying he's not. Then you got the other people. Who don't like CM Punk because he went to UFC and he got beat and they think it's a joke or whatever. I bet a lot of these people that say that shit won't lace up them fucking gloves against the man. The man did train train at MMA. The man did train for years in MMA. I bet you're not gonna lace up them. I bet dollars to donuts you wouldn't lace up them fucking gloves to fight the man. I bet you wouldn't. And like CM Punk said, tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. That's all I want to know. And I'm sweating in here like a mad Russian. It is hot in here, and I don't want to run the fan because the camera will pick it up. I mean, the microphone will pick it up. So I am sweating in here. I got all these fucking lights, so bear with me. But yeah, tell me when I'm telling lies. Now, I'll get into why I think a lot of people do not like CM Punk. I'll get into, some of the things that I believe. So, CM Punk's marketability is not only based inside the ring or what he could do in a ring. I'll make that better. It's not based on what he could do in a ring. His marketability, his strong suit is what he can do on a microphone. I'm not here to say CM Punk is all talk and no words. I'm not saying that he's a great performer in the ring. He always has been, and then when he came back to wrestling 8 years later, he still looked pretty damn good in the ring. And I mentioned it before. I said a lot of what CM Punk, a lot of what he says is based in reality. I think a lot of the hate, the pure hate of what comes from is when he has that microphone and that other wrestler that's your favorite wrestler has that microphone, he shut everybody down. He has pretty much obliterated anybody who can get in that ring when it comes to a microphone. He has tore people down. And that type of realism on a microphone, that type of angst, that type of chip on his shoulder that he has, that's that Chicago chip on your shoulder if you really want to know about it. But that's a Chicago thing. We walk around with chips on our shoulder. That's how we live. But a lot of that, you're gonna get that when you're in a promo duel with CM Punk, and I believe a lot of these guys got in the. I believe a lot of these guys got in the got on the mic with him, and their fans saw it, and saw their indie darling or their favorite wrestler in AEW, or maybe even their favorite wrestler in WWE get obliterated. And it was all out of realism. See, here's me. This is the type of fan I am. I like my wrestling to have as much realism as it possibly could. I can care less if you can do a flippity flip flop no off the fucking top rope and land on 13 people trying to catch you outside of the ring. I hate spot fest monkey flip wrestling. I hate fucking 30 super kicks. You know, if all you could do is fucking super kicks and all you could do is fucking flips off the top rope and have all these matches with all these fucking spots, you're not telling a story in the ring. You're not getting me emotionally invested on what is in the ring. You have to sell the fucking match. You have to tell a story in the ring. If all you could do is flips and shit like that, that's just one part of it. Don't get me wrong, that shit looks cool. That shit looks amazing. But if that's all you can do, you ain't sold me. Why should I watch your match if the story ain't being told? Why should I watch the match if you can't make me get excited for the match? Why should I watch it? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Or tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm going to keep saying it. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Like, there's an art that is lost when it comes to wrestling in the golden age and attitude era versus now. There are a lot of wrestlers that are very popular amongst younger, in 20s and early 30s. that when you give them a microphone, they don't know what the fuck to do. There's a reason why fucking Darby Allin, there's a reason why Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara and all these wrestlers that are really popular can't sell a fucking match. They are popular on TV. They are popular guys, but they're not doing what MJF is doing. They're not filling seats. They're not at the top of the card. They're not doing what John Cena did. They're not doing. You got The Rock. You got Triple H. You got Stone Cold Steve Austin, MJF, Paul Heyman. I'm not gonna say Roman Reigns, so I'll say Paul Heyman. I'll say CM Punk. There's a reason why those guys were at the top of the card, night in, night out, year after year. There's a reason why these guys have had world titles. They've had championships put on them because they can sell a fucking match without having to do one fucking move. These are people that can make you want to watch a fucking match. These are people that make you have some type of investment in the fucking product. If you could do super kicks and you could do flips off the top rope and all these fucking Canadian destroyers and shit like that, if you could do that shit in the ring, you're no different than the other man that could do all that shit in the ring. But if you can make me with your words, make me want to buy your match or buy your pay-per-view or tune in to a main event match, then I'm sold. That's what I need. If you could do that shit without having to do a move, that's what wrestling is. That is what, well, no, I'm not going to say that's what wrestling is. I will say that's what makes the product valuable. That's why we all became fans. We wanted to see fucking Hulk Hogan body slam the Giant because he said he could do it. He said he was going to do it. He said he was going to body slam Andre the Giant. And we were like, no, you can't. And then he did that shit. He told a story. That's the story right there. That's the story. So, to pull it back some, CM Punk has gotten in the ring with a lot of these fucking guys that can't do shit on a microphone and has destroyed them and embarrassed them. And he's got a lot of hate backstage for that. And he's got a lot of hate amongst those same wrestlers' fans. And I'm here to say, I live for that shit. I like it. I'm sorry. I like it. Unapologetically, I like someone who is good on the mic. I like MJF. I like John Cena. John Cena's corny as shit. You give him a mic, he'll make you want to watch that match. The people hated John Cena a lot too because I guess he buried wrestlers or whatever. Say what you want. I mean, some people got to realize that it's not always the wrestler. It's mostly the booker. It's not like John Cena's. Well, I mean, he could have politicked to get to go over in matches, but again, it's ultimately the booker's decision. John Cena don't own WWE. Tell me when I'm telling lies. That's all I gotta say. But yes, Punk is back. I'm excited. Chicago guy. And another thing people gotta understand. I'm from Chicago. CM Punk is huge in Chicago. There are probably like maybe 2 people that are wrestling fans that I know that are from Chicago that don't like CM Punk. We're gonna celebrate our own. We're gonna celebrate our own. And when I see CM Punk, I see a Chicago dude. I noticed that chip on his shoulder. I notice it. I noticed that chip on the shoulder. That's that Chicago chip on the shoulder. Tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm out. All right, I'm gonna get into the interview I got with Odd We're talking about GTA 6. Let's go. What's up, everybody? I am here with the neighborhood friendly. Wait, is it neighborhood the friendly neighborhood odd man?
Yeah. Friendly neighborhood cult leader.
Your friendly neighborhood cult leader, Mr. Odd. This is the Beards Only edition of the Dummast Podcast. How you been, Odd man?
Hey, just so you all know, this episode is going to cost you $9.95.
There
I'm
you go.
good, man.
There you go.
I'm good. Just, man, I'm ready for this year to be over. I'm just,
Why is that?
I'm
What's
just
going on?
done with it, man. Like, it ain't been nothing but struggle. It ain't been nothing but trials. It ain't been nothing but tribulations. We can go ahead, get past Christmas, get past New Year's, and let 2024 just start railing us again.
So you, from one of the conversations we had in the past, you are not big fan of like Christmas and
No, I fucking hate it. I like Halloween, but I
No,
fucking
yeah,
hate Christmas.
I was gonna say holidays, but yeah, Halloween. I mean, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year, you could deal with a lot.
Yeah, I'm just Thanksgiving ain't too bad because I'm a fat guy and I like to eat, so you know. But Christmas, man, I grew up poor, man. Christmas don't mean shit to me. Christmas ain't never meant shit to me because I ain't never had two nickels to rub together. So,
Okay.
like a holiday that is based around rampant consumerism, it ain't for me.
Not for you, huh? I'm big on Christmas. I like Christmas, man. I like Christmas, and I think I even told you before, like, I guess I stopped liking Christmas as I got older and older, but now that I got kids and just to see their excitement, it's a whole new experience for me. You know, decorating the house, they get all excited about that. We're probably gonna put up the tree tonight. We got the direct decorations on the outside of the house, so they getting excited, and when they get excited, I get excited.
The wife loves it. I'm doing my best just this year to not be super grinchy about it and whatnot. I'm just kind of staying out of her way. But I tell you what, Santa Ice, if you want to make me smile, I need a new hard drive and I need a new graphics card. So,
I wish I had that money.
I
wish I had that money. My kids, they have very lavish and expensive tastes. My son, he wants, and I already got it for him. He wants the Oculus 3.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ, bro. That thing hit me for about $5.
You're going to have to set it up with a Facebook account, right?
Yeah, we have an Oculus. We have the Oculus 2.
Okay, I was just making
sure. It's like through my account. Yeah. He ain't got a Facebook account yet.
Honestly, the only thing I'm bucking for this year, I think my mother-in-law might actually come through on because I need it for work. It's not necessarily a want; it's a need. I desperately need a new computer chair. This thing is fucking falling apart. It creaks. I've been holding it together for probably 6 months now. It was a hand-me-down that was a hand-me-down.
What do you got? What do you have? Which one you have?
It's just an old-ass busted office chair. That's it.
Oh, okay. It's not a gaming.
No, fuck those chairs, man. They're uncomfortable for me.
This is very uncomfortable. I'm a bony booty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like, this ain't got a lot of padding. It's never been comfortable.
Bro,
I just rock with it.
I got a bad back. There ain't no kind of support there. I got a wide ass. There ain't no kind of support there. Like, yeah, they might look cool and whatnot, but that fucking rally car chair design is. They
I don't
ain't
mind
supposed
the
to
design.
be comfortable.
It's just this one I have is just not a good one. I've sat in really nice ones. I think Office Depot had one. That I saw. When I sat in it, I was like, "What the fuck?" And it was
probably had a price tag of $3Gs, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like $300, bro. But I popped for this one, and I was like, how much different can it be? It's definitely different.
I'm not nearly that big, but I got one that will support up to 400 pounds. It's cushioned. It's got back support. It's got all that shit. So it's only $80 through Amazon, but it's $80 that I ain't got right now.
Right, bro. It's been times that I've been gaming and had to get off this chair. Yeah, like legit, like, I can't do it no more. My back is killing me.
That's why I ain't been around that much, is because I can only be in this chair long enough to do my fucking work shift usually. And with the cold weather hitting, I'm riddled with fucking arthritis because, it ain't the years, it's the mileage. And, this chair is just not comfortable. So that's why I ain't been around as much.
Well, let's hope that you get that chair. I really hope you get that. You get what you want. You get that chair. I'm gonna rock, since this one still look nice. it just don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna rock with it as long as I can. And just, I guess my ass and back is gonna suffer, but I don't give a fuck. What I've been eyeballing for Christmas is that it's like the handheld PC, ROG, what is it called, Ally or some shit like that.
Oh, it's like a Steam Deck, right? But from
Yeah,
a
it's
different
like
company.
yes. And my buddy has the Steam Deck. He loves it.
ROG, Republic of Gamers.
Yeah. So I've been eyeballing that one, the ROG joint. And I don't know, man. $700. I don't know. I always buy I can't say always. Sometimes I buy myself something for Christmas. That price tag is very expensive. So I don't know. I'm broke. So
I typically don't buy myself shit because inevitably whenever I spend whatever the money is, it could be $10, it could be $100, it could be $200. Whenever I spend that money, something comes up almost immediately that would have needed that money. And then I'm sitting here looking at it like, man. So I just don't do the shit anymore. I don't.
I got you. That don't necessarily happen to me, but like, I don't know. I like, if I were to buy that right now, it would be financially irresponsible. But I want it. But I want it. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm
so
saying
I don't know.
is,
I don't know which side is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, is the want or the need gonna win? So
all I'm saying is, I want to know where my white privilege is because I ain't feeling too privileged.
Yep. So there's a reason why I called you.
It's because I'm sexy.
There's two reasons why I called you here. so man, how long? GTA 5 has been 10 years.
Actually, I think it's
I would
closer to
say
13, but yeah.
I would say for the most of the time GTA has been out, we have been seeing fake rumors, fake GTA videos, probably for like 6 years on GTA 6. We finally got a trailer to GTA 6.
Yep.
Finally. What'd you think about it? Wait, before I even ask that, I'm sorry. How excited are you for this?
I don't know, man. Okay, so if you take the gamer in me and separate it from the logical thinking, responsible adult that is also currently working on a 5M RP server, I'm super excited. It looks cool. You know, GTA has always been a solid franchise. You know, the storylines have always been great. They've always had great little twists and satirical humor and all that. So being able, because this will probably be the last GTA game I'll see in my lifetime. But I'm excited to have a new property to play. You know, if like I said, if I throw out logic and reason, just focus on the fact that shiny. You know, so I mean, it's cool. It sucks that they waited so long, but I understand that Rockstar has a lot of projects going on at any one given time. So, and they don't typically like to drop something unless it's gonna have that wow factor.
Gotcha. All right, now I'll ask you, what did you think about that trailer? Oh, you gave it the long sniff. You gave it the long sniff, bro, not the long inhale.
So it looks really good, but all we have seen is cinematically rendered stuff. Okay. I like the idea of being back in Vice City, especially in today's times. I like the idea that they are Florida-ing the fuck out of it. Like, I expect to be walking around in an environment full of Trevors. You know?
Okay.
But aside from the fact that it is their first female protagonist, which good on them for doing it, I didn't see anything right off the rip in the trailer that's make me like, ooh, what are they doing now?
What's different?
Yeah,
you know, what's gonna set this apart from other than the graphics? I'm gonna be honest, that trailer looked beautiful.
You know,
I'm
at
sorry,
this point,
that
though,
shit looked real. That shit, when you saw the girl twerking on the car,
yeah,
I could have swore that was real.
So I originally saw it on my cell phone. Because Ali and I were sitting here, we were watching a documentary last night, and I had her pause the documentary because I saw that it had dropped, and I was like, I don't know if this is a leak or if this is Rockstar actually dropping it early. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I want to goddamn see it. Because I work from 9 a.m. Eastern till 2 p.m. Eastern. So when they originally had planned to drop it was right when I started my work shift, and I was not going to be able to see it. So I was like, pause this documentary. It looks like the GTA trailer either dropped or leaked. Let's watch it. And watching it on my phone, of course, when you're watching it on your phone with somebody, you're kind of off like this so both people can see it. And there were points watching it on my phone at the angle that I was, it looked real. Like there were points where it looked real. And so I went back and I rewatched it today because I knew we were getting together tonight. So I wanted to have, like, I guess, a pure look at it, that wasn't on a phone, that it was full on. And there are points where it does look very realistic. But is that enough? Right? Is that truly going to be enough to warrant the playtime, to warrant the price, to warrant the investment that it's going to take? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know about your PC, but with the 2025 drop date, and I know it's going to be probably late 2025, like we're talking Christmas season 2025, fourth quarter pre-orders for Christmas release. My fucking graphics card can't run that shit. Right? Like it's
I'm
going to
be
be
honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're already. I have a 2080 Super. And they're already dropping games that's stressing my graphics card out. Like the last Forza, I can't do nothing. It'll run one race, and I have to restart the game after that.
And if I remember correctly, give me a second. Xbox Next Gen announcement. So don't be surprised if the game gets pushed.
Oh my god.
Now, the reason I say that is because the next gen of consoles is due in 2027, 2028. Okay? So what's going to end up happening is this game is going to drop for Xbox and PlayStation first. And the Xbox Series X and the PS5 are going to run it, but it's going to run rough probably. Because I don't believe they built it for this generation of consoles.
Oh my god!
Because they're using the they're not using the Unreal. They use their own engine. I believe it's going to be Rage 9. But I don't think that was built for this generation. I don't. Not this gen of consoles.
You scaring me, bro.
Bro, when I saw that trailer, it was immediately, all right, the clock starts ticking. I have a deadline to be able to afford a fucking new graphics card now.
Yeah, I would. Most likely everybody's probably going to have to, upgrade the graphics. Not everybody, people that's rocking 3s and 4, graphics cards probably.
I think even they're going to be surprised, though, honestly.
Oh, God.
And the other thing you have to factor in is I don't know about you. I haven't touched my fucking console for gaming since Starfield dropped. And then I touched that for like 3 weeks, and then I got bored of Starfield and came back to my PC. The PC players, we're not getting that fucking game for at least another year after it drops, if not 2.
Yeah, this is going to be on the console first because that's what they've always done. Just to get back to the game, the actual game and Rockstar and everything, and just what we've seen off that trailer. I don't know. Has Rockstar ever dropped the ball with GTA? I don't think they've ever. And I'm just purely talking about gameplay, and just the game. What was the last bad GTA? I don't think since
I think
GTA.
we had a bad GTA. We've had some bad DLC, but not a bad base game.
Yeah, correct. I didn't really get into GTA until GTA 3. So those old GTAs, the top where you're looking
top down. Yeah.
I didn't play those.
They were fun.
I heard about it, never played it. I got into GTA and GTA 3, loved GTA 3. I think the next one after that was Vice City, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Vice City? Loved Vice City. Then I really just fell in love with the franchise when San Andreas came out.
Yeah.
Love that shit. That's when you were able to kind of do more. And then they expanded on it with GTA 4, Nico Bellic, and GTA 5. We ain't even stopped playing that shit.
Right.
And it was a while. It was a while before I literally just stopped playing GTA 5 because I was thinking about GTA 6. Like, when is it going to come out? It's been too long. We've ran GTA into the ground at this point. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and now me and you, we RP it. So, what bothered me the most, and I know I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. What bothered me the
It's your
most,
show.
I loved the trailer. I liked what I saw. It got me excited until I saw the date. 2025. And I'm at the point now. I'm like, why did you even show me this shit?
See, I feel like that. All right. So I posted to my Facebook wall a couple of days ago. I was like, I know I'm in the minority here, but I'm to the point now. Don't show me shit for shit unless it's about to drop the next month. I don't fucking care. I don't need 6 months to get excited about a movie. I don't need a year and a half to get excited about a fucking video game. So I posted a couple of days ago on my Facebook wall that I know I'm in the minority, but I don't need to see shit for shit unless it's dropping the next month. I don't need 6 months to get ready for a movie. I don't need a year and a half to get excited about a video game. Trust me, if you show me the trailer and show me that it's dropping next month, I'm going to be excited.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this 2-year fucking, like, you know why they dropped it? They couldn't stop the leaks. They had enough.
Yes, exactly.
They had enough stuff together already that people were just like, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a year. Over a year is way too long for you to be showing me.
6 months
to
is too
show.
long. Again, if it ain't coming out
You know
next
what?
month, I don't care.
If it's a movie, I could deal with 6 months. A video game, no, bro. Give me 3 months tops, man. 3 months. I'm giving you three months. But don't make me wait to 2020. It's still 2023. You making me wait to 2025. And I loved what I saw.
If your
And it just made me mad.
if your product is so shitty that you need 6 months to build hype behind it, don't release it. Flat out. Your product should be good enough that when you drop your trailer, whether it's for a movie, whether it's for a video game, or whatever, if it is not enticing enough to build that kind of buzz in a month, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just try to forget it. As good
You're
as
not going to be able to. Are you
I
kidding?
will.
It's
I
going
can
to be
avoid
everywhere.
I could have. You know how many? Okay. You know how many times I saw the trailer? How many times did you watch the trailer?
Twice.
I only watched it once, and I won't watch it again.
I only watched it the second time to prepare for today. Like I said, I wanted a pure view of it that wasn't on my phone. That was it.
I don't want to see it anymore. I'm probably not going to, until I know it's coming out. I probably won't I don't want to, I'm not trying to set myself up for, waiting a long time for this shit to come out. I did that shit with Starfield.
You better get off social media then, because I guarantee you, this morning when I woke up, there were no less than 17 posts back to back.
I avoided
on my
all them
fucking
motherfuckers,
wall.
bro. I avoided all them motherfuckers on Discord, on Instagram. It's on there crazy. On Twitter, formerly on X, formerly known as Twitter.
How long we got to say that?
Bro, I'm so sick of this shit. Somebody needs to buy this. Somebody needs to buy fucking Twitter and buy fucking X, formerly known as Twitter, and call it Twitter again.
Look, the only motherfucker that got away with that was Prince. That was it, right? That was the only motherfucker that could pull that off. We need to just go ahead and accept X is what it is now. But
fuck Elon Musk, bro.
My worry is this: Rockstar bought CFX.
And I wanted to get in that too. Okay, we just segue into that.
Yeah, I think that Rockstar is going to cherry pick the best elements from 5M, from the RP servers, and then kill the RP servers. And I think that the only way that a 6M will exist right? Because you figure 5M is because of GTA 5, there'll be 6M.
Right.
I think the only way that a 6M server, RP servers, are going to exist is you're going to pay a hefty licensing fee from fucking Rockstar. And then the only motherfuckers that are going to have it are the people that got a shit ton of money, that are douchebags with a god complex. And it's not going to be as fun. It's just not, because that was the issue. That's why we started building our own server, right? Is because we were tired of the rampant fucking god complex that every server owner seemed to have.
Jesus, man. It never failed. No matter what city we went into, it was always. And I said this to you guys when in the first city. I don't know if you remember that. I said it. I said any one person who wakes up, rolls out of bed, and say, "I want to make a GTA server." They have a big fucking ego. I want to create this thing people play in, and I want to be able to manipulate decisions and create stories. You have to be a fucking douchebag. It's somewhere in there.
See, I rolled out of bed and thought that exact thing. I was smart enough to bring in other people, of course, but
that's
like,
different.
it wasn't.
But we got people. There are some people that are here on making their server, and everybody else on their team is down here.
And see, the way I look at it is, I don't want to control shit. I don't want to manipulate shit. I want shit to flow organically. I want the RP server to be what the RP server is supposed to be. There is of course the admins and the staff team that they're supposed to exist to ensure that nothing gets too far out of the realm. They lay down the guidelines and the rule set, and then their only job is to make sure that people follow them. The only time they should get involved in a narrative, if you will, is under two conditions. One, a player has a cool idea for a storyline that they want to try and run. They bring it to the admin team, and the admin team does what they can without overstepping to ensure that the story starts to play out the way they need to. Some stories you need a little extra help from the admin team, right? There's certain aspects. The only other time that an admin team should create a narrative is during special events, right? Like, so you host a Halloween event, you host a Christmas event, you do an isolated thing that takes no longer than like 3, maybe 4 hours in the server, and then everything goes back to normal. You tell your story in that 3 to 4 hours, and you move the fuck on. You don't fucking do a goddamn terrorist story that takes 2 fucking months for you to be like, oh yeah, there's a big wipe coming, and then shit the bed on the wipe.
Jesus. You called it, bro. You called it. But yeah, I mean, that seemed to happen to us a lot, man. We would go to a city and then we discover the dick, But anyway,
that is not
get back
I
on.
want on my resume, dick finder. No, thank you.
No, you don't want to be. You don't want to be known as a dick finder. You found a couple dicks though. Actually, no.
I know.
In every city, you found the dick.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yep. I didn't mean to. I wasn't looking for him. I swear to God.
Your eyes was closed. You sitting right by the glory hole, didn't know it was coming.
Stumbling around in the dark. This feels like a corn cob. Oh, it's not a corn cob.
It's Vincent.
Oh God, it's a dick.
Oh, Glenn, stop it. No, I'm just fucking around. But okay. So let's get back on, because we got way off the beaten path.
Oh, we're still on it. I feel we're still on the path.
No, I don't feel we're still on the path. So what do you want to see in GTA 6?
Honestly, man,
I don't even know. Some of the? I'm going to tell you what I want to see. Oh, go ahead. You look like you're about to say something.
Okay, so here's the thing. Because we've seen so much in the RP servers, we've experienced a lot of extra content for GTA that wouldn't have been there in the normal base game. I don't even know what I want from GTA 6. A damn good single-player story That's what I want from fucking GTA 6. I want more focus on the single player campaign. I want more focus on DLC for the single player campaign, and stop being a money grubbing fucking asshole and focusing so much on your online and your shark cards.
Shark cards, yes.
All right?
Stop that shit. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember when they first came out with the whole let's bring Franklin back shit. And I went in there to try to play it, and you have to buy these properties first. Like you have to buy a property. So I didn't have the money for that. So guess what? I got to run out and buy a shark card. I did not do that shit because years ago I told myself I'd never buy another fucking shark card. But yeah, man, those people, man, they were making a lot of money off those fucking shark cards. It's no way they could have GTA could have. If people would have stopped buying those shark cards, you probably would have got GTA 6 by now.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is, and I'm going to point to the parents, the gaming parents that have kids that are gamers. I am going to point to them as the problem because you got kids, right? They video gamers, or are they still in those like tablet based games?
No, Jace, he's tablet based. My son has a custom PC.
Okay.
But he's Robloxing it all the time. So he's buying Robux.
Okay. So there you go. He's not buying
So
Robux.
I'm the problem.
Yeah.
I'm
you
the
very well could be part of the problem. So he's not buying Robux. You are.
Yes.
Kids aren't buying these fucking, what is it in Fortnite? What V-Bucks, right?
Yes, those are V-Bucks, yes.
Okay, so Fortnite has V-Bucks. The parents buy these V-Bucks just incessantly because the kids won't shut up about it, right? They just keep bugging and they keep bugging and they keep bugging and they keep bugging and they wear you down.
You don't know the half. So my son has an allowance that I pay him in Robux.
Mm-hmm.
It's $5 a month.
Cryptocurrency is basically what you're doing.
Exactly. $5 a month. I could live with that. But there are intermittent times through the month where he just begs me all day. Can I get 5,000 Robux? And he talks to me as if that's like a real currency. Like I'm really supposed to know how much is 5,000 Robux in USD. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
But
so yes, you are right. You are definitely right. He will wear you down until.
I point to that as what got us into the situation we are with gaming now. Is because they know there are adults buying it, but they can cater and get the kids hooked and get the kids to annoy the parents until the parents give in and buy it. And they are building games specifically for this now. Right? We got loot boxes, we got skins, we got all sorts of shit to spend real money on for fake goods. Now, I'm sure out there a lot of adults have been down in New York and bought themselves a fake ass shirt or a fake ass watch or whatever. They're used to spending money on fake goods. But we really need to think about curtailing what we've allowed to happen, because we're gamers. Our kids are gamers because we're gamers, right? We grew up with it. We watched how the industry has changed. We've watched how games have unfortunately devolved, right? I don't even want to say it's evolving. They have devolved at this point because now everything is tantamount to a fucking slot machine. You put in the money, you pull down the lever, and you'll get some random thing. That's it.
See, I won't completely agree with that. I wouldn't say the games have devolved. I look at some of these games, and I was just talking to Ty about it yesterday. I look at some of these games, and I'm like, damn, what a time to be alive. Me personally, for when I play, I don't buy skins and all that shit. Every now and then, like very rare that I buy these extra purchases and shit like that. I don't do it. I am totally capable of enjoying a game without getting cosmetics. I can enjoy the fuck out of a game. I could care less about who's flying this golden ship that you can only buy. You can't get through the game, but you can only purchase it. I could care fucking less. I'm enjoying the game.
It doesn't need to be there, in
So
my opinion.
I mean, if somebody, I mean, I think that's a personal choice. You just don't have to buy it if you don't want it. And if I see somebody with it, I'm happy for them. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I'm not happy for him, but I see that as the big problem in gaming at this point. And yeah, it's a personal choice. And so is walking up to a black person and saying the N-word, but there are consequences that come from doing that.
why you got it? Why you got it? Man, you just came out. You just came out of left field with the racism, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm on one. I've been on one for the last few days. I have been handing out
What's going on?
I've just been handing out L cards to people because I'm just tired. I see shit that I don't agree with. I'll get into it in my show, don't worry. But
Okay.
it basically comes down to, yes, you are free to do and choose whatever you want, but you are not free from the consequences of those actions.
Exactly.
And
This is
now
true.
here we are in the gaming industry as gamers looking at the consequences of our own actions. And that is all of the fucking paid shit that the video game companies or the production companies or however you want are constantly with their hand out. Please, sir, can I have some more? Would you pay me
Right,
some
but if
more
you
money?
got you, but again, you could choose to ignore that. And to be honest, this is why video games stayed the same price since we were young.
More
I
people should
mean,
have
it's
ignored it. And then it wouldn't have
more,
taken as big
yeah.
a hold.
You might, yeah, but at this point, you might be paying like $119.99 for a video game at this point because they're not these companies aren't making games on the actual video game sales. They're making money off those extra purchases. That's where the money comes from. So they got to get their money. I don't care. Like I said, I could choose to ignore that shit and just enjoy the game. It doesn't it doesn't it doesn't bother me as much.
I've got my
That's all I'm
plan.
saying.
If it gets too much more out of hand, in my opinion, I'm going to indie gaming where the games will still be cheap and still be good. And I would
Gotcha.
hope that a lot more people would take that route. Honestly, I don't know why we're buying consoles anymore anyways, right? Cuz the Series X is basically a mid-level PC machine, like PC gamer.
Bruh, I went a whole year without playing the Series X. I literally, maybe the last 3 or 4 months. What was that? I got into the power washing simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I think once one of the cities I was in died. I went to power washing simulator.
You've been
I
fishing
went
like a
to
motherfucker.
I was about to say I've been fishing like a motherfucker, bro. So this fucking Call of the Wild, the angler,
Mm-hmm.
addicted to it, bro. I'm out there yanking and banking, bro. I'm you know
Yeah.
reeling and shit, reeling in fucking big ass catfish and shit like that.
I just, like I
But
said, if it gets too much more out of hand, I got a good PC. I just need to get a new graphics card. Why are we spending
yep,
$700-800, almost $1,000 on a console that we're
I
locked
think I'm
in
done.
to only certain games? Right? Like that don't make no sense. You want freedom of choice, right? You just said that the V-Bucks, the Robux and all that shit, that is a personal choice at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you choosing to be so limited then at that point? When a console, you can only play the games they let you play, but a PC, you can play Xbox games, you can play PlayStation games, you can play Nintendo games, you can play any of the independent games that are on Steam, through Epic, through any of the other stores.
Yep.
Why are we wasting money on video game consoles anymore?
Yep. Like I said, I went a whole year without cutting that damn thing on. And that let me know that in the games that I do play off there, I could play on it on a PC. That's why I like the PC. That's why I like the versatility of the PC because I can play anything I want. You might not get the game when you want to get it, but eventually that shit will come out. It's like a mini PC. I don't need another PC. So I think at this point, unless I see something totally um, groundbreaking and revolutionary in the gaming industry, I won't be buying another console.
No, the Series X is my last console. There is nothing
Yeah.
that's going to get me back to console after this because I've been on my PC long enough. As long as I can pump money into the upgrades that need to be done to it, which they're going to need to be done anyways,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've got so much more choice with this. And I
Yeah.
did find a use for my Series X. We've been playing Ark.
Uh-huh.
I use my Series X as a dedicated server.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I have an account for the Xbox that has Ultimate Game Pass on it, right? I run the game on the server or on the Xbox as a server, so I can't actually play on my console, but I can connect to it through my account through Xbox on my PC. And not only can I connect to it, but Ali can connect to it, and Dave can connect to it, and anyone else could connect to it.
Okay.
So, and with Ark, if you tried to play multiplayer online with it, you had a tether, right? You had about a 500-meter tether. So, if you got too far away from the host, you'd either stop, or God forbid the host is running in the opposite direction. That bitch will just yank your ass.
Yeah, you get pulled. Yeah.
So we set up the Series X to be a dedicated server for Ark, and we've been playing on it occasionally. And for those of you that don't know, Ark is a survival game where you play as almost like a caveman almost. The story is actually pretty in depth, but you can tame dinosaurs and go off and fight bosses and shit
it's
like
like
that.
Turok. It's like Turok dinosaur hunter on steroids.
Yeah. It's close. You're in the ballpark. I always say Minecraft with better graphics and dinosaurs.
Gotcha. All right, man. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, man.
I know you got a tree to go build.
Yeah, man. Listen, my son, and you probably won't see this in this episode, but my son just came bust through the door to asking about a Christmas tree. That'll be edited out, but but thanks, man. Hey, what's your social medias, bro?
Man, just Google Cultivad. You'll find me. There is nobody else on the internet.
Google Cultivad, all this shit'll pop up.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm like, they don't do pages anymore. It's that infinite scroll. But if they still did pages, I'd probably be the first 3 or 4 pages.
Bet.
So, but yeah,
right,
Cultivad. And you can catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cultivad, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern till about 10 p.m.
Gotcha. All right, man. Thanks for popping in, man. I really appreciate it. It's been a while since I did a show. I think you were on my last show like 3-4 months ago. So I had to get you in here.
You've been procrastinating. I get you.
Bro, it ain't even been that. It's just not in the creative space. And that's what it is. That and too busy fishing. All right, man. I'm out. Peace. And that was your friendly neighborhood odd man, your friendly neighborhood cult leader, Mr. Odd. And we just gonna go right into the next one. We gonna catch up with Cap the Great. He's basically we basically talking about some NBA, some sports and stuff like that, but also what he has going on lately. Like I said, I've been off for 3 or 4 months, man. It's been a minute, so I had to catch up with my guy. And let's just go ahead and roll into that one. Let's catch up with Cap the Great. I am here with Cap the Great. Cap the Great, Agent Cody Banks. What's up with you, man?
Man, what's good, partner? How you been, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just trying to maintain. So what's been going on in your world, man? I know you got a lot of stuff. You used to like juggling a lot of plates. You know what I'm saying? You have the Good Synergy podcast. You got Elevator Deflate. You had the throw the towel in. I can't remember the name of it, but you had what is it, Spencer? What was it?
Jello Suspense.
Jello Suspense. So Jello Suspense, you had a lot of stuff going on. What's going on with you now?
Yeah.
You still got that stuff going on? Or?
The majority of it I cut out, brother. I really did. You know, not to say that it was a lot, but the Jello Suspense, my partner that came to me with the idea, and we partnered together. The guy that he didn't want to do it no more because he was doing other stuff. So we disconnected with him. We still cool and stuff, but we just stopped what they was doing. Didn't want to put no extra time into that. Then I got another show I was doing called Build Your Squad with the same guy that run the Jello Suspense show. Doing that, and then I ended up just integrating him and bringing him over to my sports show, Throw the Towel Sports Podcast.
Got you. So Throw in the Towel, is that still like a boxing show, or is that like, or
it's all around now,
like all around sports?
Yeah, it's all around now. What we do is, you know, we kind of like tackle everything in the beginning and first of the show. At the beginning of the show, we kind of talk about all the stuff that's happening around it, and then we, you know, at the end, we hit them right where we came from, you know, with the roots, and we ended off with boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, that's how we usually do it now.
Boxing been hot lately. You know what I'm saying? Boxing been hot. You got the Benavidez fight. Bud had a fight with who was that? I can't think of the name of the name.
Bud Crawford and
Crawford
Spence,
and Errol Spence. Yep.
Yeah.
So what you doing with the boxing? What's the big fights that's coming up, man? What
we got Devin Haney, Regis Prograde, December 9th. That's on the Zone.
Okay.
That's gonna be the next biggest fight coming up. In the same month, we got Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and a few other fighters. They all on the same card, but they're not fighting each other. Yeah, they on the same card, but not fighting each other. Yeah, it's in Saudi. Real Madrid or Riyadh or something like that. The real Riyadh or something like that. It's somewhere in Saudi somewhere. You know what I mean? But they got a big sports platform. Pretty much is almost the same people that WWE just connected with that whole
what's
network.
The name of that? Yeah, I forget the name of that.
Right.
Slipped my tongue.
It's like the real Riyadh. It's like Riyadh something. Yeah. That's what everybody going through that. But that's gonna be the next thing coming up after December 9th for the Devin Haney Regis program.
Okay, you talking about Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? It's a country.
That's
Riyadh.
what it is. Riyadh. Yeah. You got it.
So what else hot in the sports industry right now? Like what's going on? How's the NBA?
Right, man. NBA. We got the end season tournament. If anybody been watching it, if you're irritated about it, then it's cool because it's the first time. And what you think about
what kind of wonky shit is this, bro? What kind of wonky shit they got going on, bro? A tournament in the season. So like I'm gonna be honest, I'm confused about it. I don't know what's going on. How do they get these games in, and do they count to the regular season? Like what's going on with that?
All the games is counting to the regular season. You're not losing. It's going against your record. So if you lose 4 times in the in-game season tournament or the in-season tournament, then it's going towards your regular season record. And it's just for it's like an in-season cup, and it's like players that's on the team still for trial and error. You got players on your roster that you don't know if you picked them up for a good reason or not, and it's your perfect time to flex them out and see and get ready for the next half of the season. And you don't want to go into the second half of the season with no booty players. So I mean, it's a good time to see right here, and it make them show they work for real. Like it's a lot of talent out here. Some of the talent might not be good where they at. So, I mean, it's a good time to let that showcase.
Like I said, I'm confused about this shit. Like,
and the teams that don't get a chance, either, it's primary teams already, right? You got your Boston's, LA's, you got your Kings, you got your, Pacers on the way to becoming something like that right now. But you got your Bucks, you got your Clippers, so forth and so on. You got your teams, Phoenix. You got your big teams already, but at the same time, it's giving these teams that's not going to have that same opportunity later on down the line for something to win with. You know what I mean? Something to really keep it's weird. I know.
Like I said, it's so weird because all right, so you got something like a group play type structure where you got these groups of teams, like 4 per conference, right?
Yeah.
So you go 0-2. I'm guessing that knocks you out a group play, right?
Yep.
But okay, you advance to the next round. Now, do those games count to the regular season? Because I don't know how that's possible. Like, if I'm supposed to play, let's say I'm the Bulls and I'm supposed to play Miami, or let me pick another team. Let me say I'm supposed to play New York in March. But now I got to play New York in next round. Like it's weird. That's the part I don't understand.
That's what just happened to us because Indiana, they wanted to win. They could have won. I think they was undefeated. They undefeated right now, if not 4-1 in the whole everything on the Eastern side. And we got to play them again. We usually don't play them a lot early in the season like that.
I'm so
we
confused
got to
by this,
play them
bro.
again
Like, so what happens? Like, okay, do I play that? Because you play every team so many amount of times per the schedule.
twice
No, I'm talking about in regular season. So if I'm
already. Yeah,
supposed to play,
already. Yeah,
if I'm supposed to play, I think so. Teams in your conference, you play. I can't remember this shit. I know
every
teams in other
Tuesday and every
right.
Friday.
Right, but what I'm saying is in the regular season or regular NBA season, you play the teams in across conference. Outside of your conference 2 times. One on your court, one on their court. Now, just say I play but the teams in your same conference but not in your division, you play what? How many times? Like 4 times? 3 times?
It depends.
I can't remember. It's something like that. But in this
Yeah,
in-season
it's something
tournament,
like
I can
that.
wind up. Can I wind up playing this team more than I should have to play them? It's weird, and that I'm. It's
You're
just
gonna
weird.
have to play them at least 2 times extra than what you play them already.
See, that's weird to me. Because what if it's a
not,
harder team and that's
if
affecting
not
my
twice.
record? But that's affecting my record, isn't it?
It's not affecting the record though. It's going against the regular season record. It's not affecting nothing. It's really going.
I don't know. I don't know the rules of it. It just sounds weird, bro. It sounds weird.
Look, it sounds weird, but you don't want something like that to affect outside of what you're doing already. Like,
but that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
You don't want it to implicate a different system because it's not.
But isn't it though? Like, okay, like I said, you can wind. And I could
it's only messing with the rotation. It's only messing with the rotation of the players and how the players need to be played before big time basketball come up, pretty much. Like,
what I'm saying is it possible that okay, say I'm supposed to play New York 4 times this season. Can I wind up playing New York 5 or 6 times in the season, 4 regular in-season games and 2 games in the tournament? Can I wind up playing the New York Knicks before the playoffs 6 times? Is that possible? And that's what I'm saying could affect the schedule, because you can wind up with more game. Well, I'm guessing you're going to wind up with more games in the season than you would normally play. You would have more than 82 games. I could be wrong on this. I don't know. I'm just, from the way it's explained to me, I haven't really fleshed it out and got it all understood. I don't know. It just sounds weird, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm not.
You still there? I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of it too much either. But long story short, I kind of started getting a realization of it as it started going.
Has the gameplay, because I watched maybe clips here and there. Has the gameplay been elevated, I guess? Like, is it better to watch in regular in-season games? Is it more, is it more
it's exciting watching a regular season. You know what I mean? And
some of the courts look cool. I would say that. Some of the courts they got, like the new design courts and jerseys, those look cool. Those look dope.
The jerseys, all that. Yeah, like, it's a different look, you know what I'm saying? Different feel for the beginning of the season. Like I said, it gives some value to the beginning of the season. That's all it do.
I got you. What else y'all covering on the sports show? Is it like y'all covering baseball, hockey?
We about to be doing MMA. We got a segment. We got a segment on the show where it's about to be called "Where the Parlay At," and of course we gonna probably play like a quick clip of "Where the Party." You know what I'm saying? Just to give it that idea, because that's where it kind of grew from. That's where I made it from.
Got you. So besides
wrestling.
Wrestling too. Okay, so I'm in. Yeah. Y'all doing wrestling, I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, you done been requested that they want to do something with you. My guy Ace Juice, he want to do some wrestling stuff with you. So I'm trying to find time, and now that you back and you done found the dog that came and got you.
The dog came. Man, I'm telling you, for a while. Like, okay, so my last podcast was in August, beginning of August too. And I just, I just haven't had that creative, that I just wasn't in the mode to create any content. Like, I did some things here and there with, streaming on Twitch, nothing major, some reels here and there, but not nothing major, man. I'm happy to, just to make a long story short, I'm happy that them juices is flowing. Pause. But enough about me. But besides the sports show, what else you got going on?
Everyday Grind, my show, Everyday Grind. I did an interview with you with, and I also had a life coach, Joy, on there.
Okay.
I'm actually about to bring it back up again, and I got some, real inspiring people that I've been working with behind the scenes that I'm put to the light, and I got them coming up. But I'm about to bring that back out and revamp my questions. They're not so almost bumping in together because I feel like they was kind of bumping in together. So I got that going on. Yeah, man. And what's another one, man? I think I was about to dang, I forgot.
Well,
But
if it come to you, it come to you. I should have asked you this first. This should have been my first question. I totally dropped the ball on it. My bad. My journalistic integrity has taken a hit. But yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, bro? How was your Thanksgiving and everything?
Holiday was beautiful. We actually did a first time thing ever. Me and the family. We me, my wife, my kids, my 2 kids I got out here with me. We all made dishes. So everybody got assigned to certain dishes to make.
What did you have? What did you have?
I had made the cornbread. I made the deviled eggs. Okay. And what else did I make, man? I think I just made the Cornish hens today for real. We didn't make the Cornish hens, but I made the Cornish hens.
This made making Cornish game hens?
My daughter, she had the greens, ham, and the yams. And my son, he had the turkey, mashed potatoes, and I can't remember the other one he had, but yeah, we all had a decent amount of stuff. My wife, she was just back there for assistance, you know what I'm saying? She didn't want to do it by herself this year, so we was in the kitchen all there in there slaving.
Got you. So this was just gonna be a quick hit, man. I just want to get in here, touch bases with you.
So
this, I'm putting together this show, and it's gonna be the first show in a couple months. Is like I said, that creative block. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have ever been there before, but it's hard to get out of it.
Man, I definitely been in there.
Get yourself in the right headspace. So I want to get you in here because you were mainstay on the show, a friend of the show, regular on the show. Just want to get you in here and just touch bases with you because I'm about to hit the ground running.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. You already know I'm always here when you're ready to get it running every time.
What's up? So what's your social medias? Let everybody know.
Man, Real External Vision on all platforms. Good Synergy, all platforms. Throw the Towel Sports Podcast on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and then you can follow us now on Facebook, available as Cap Pharaoh. That's me and my partner's name together. So look us up on Facebook, give us a follow. We follow back. We show love all day.
All right, bet. Cap, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hollering at me. Shit, bro. I just want to thank you for joining in, bro. Jumping on this.
Hey, man, good to have you back, man. You already know it, man. Appreciate you.
Let's go. And that was Cap the Great, Mr. Agent Cody Banks. Always a friend of the show. Definitely check out his shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check out his shit on YouTube. I mean, he does a great job. He has a lot of stuff going on. That man's work rate is crazy. But before I get out of here, and I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about this, so I'm just gonna talk about it. I debated on even talking about it, if I would talk about it or not, because it's a very touchy subject. But I felt I couldn't do a show without mentioning what's going on in the Middle East. So I'm seeing like the majority of people out here is either riding with Palestine. Nobody's really riding with Hamas. Like nobody's doing that shit. So I'm not gonna use Hamas. I'm not even gonna entertain. Well, I don't think I could talk about this without entertaining them. More so bringing them up. But I want to talk about what's going on out there. And it seems like either people are on the side of Palestine or they're on the side of Israel. And I've gotten a few people to ask me, well, what do you think about it? Who are you sympathetic to? Are you sympathetic to Israel? Are you sympathetic to Palestine, the people of Palestine? What's going on? I've had a couple people ask me, and my answer is always the same. I'm sympathetic to the innocent. That's who I'm sympathetic to. I am sympathetic. I'm sympathetic to the innocent. I'm sympathetic to the innocent. When I see people, and it's just become such a political and partisan issue, and it's disgusting. It's like, you know, I've never seen. I can't say I've never seen so much hate. I'm grouping all the hate together. It's these we are living in times where like people just got this hate for a people, no matter if they're black, Asian, Hispanic, Jew, or Gentile. Like there's just this hate, and I just don't I don't have enough. I just don't have enough in me to hate anybody, let alone a whole group of people that are like that. Their culture, I don't really fully know. I don't like. How could I hate that? Like how could anybody just wake up with this much hate in them? I don't get it. I don't get it, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting to hear people talk about the extermination of Jews, like the eradication of Jews or the eradication of Muslims. How can you have that much hate? Where is that coming from? What I can assure you the amount of people I've heard say bad stuff about Jewish people probably don't even know any Jewish people. Or the people who got all this hate for Muslims probably don't interact with Muslims on a daily basis to even garner that much real hate. Like I don't know if I don't know. It is weird. It's crazy. It is crazy. I don't get it. Like I said before, I am on the side of the innocent. These people have been fighting since the days of the Bible. These people have been fighting since the days of the Bible. And as bad as it to say, it's probably going to go on for thousands of years because it's already been going on for thousands of years. I'm sympathetic to that. I'm sympathetic to somebody being born, and because they're born on one side of this piece of land, they are automatically have to endure the other side. Like it is fucking crazy. I don't get it. But then you got people who aren't even close to that land, have all these opinions and ideas of hate. For what? Tell me for what? I need to know. Put it in the comments below. I'll have the conversation with you. Why do you have this much hate for Jews? And for those who hate Muslims, why do you have this much hate for Muslims? I'm sorry, my voice is going out again. I'm sorry, but why do you have this much hate for Muslims? What did they do to you? What did 1 or 2 or 3 Muslims do to you to make you hate a whole race of people? What? I need to know. I'm curious. When those people when Hamas, and I'll say it, fuck it, Hamas paraglided over the border and slaughtered all these people and raped and killed children. And for those people saying that shit ain't happening, that shit is made up. No, that shit ain't made up. That shit happened. That shit happened. Thousands and thousands of people ain't lying. That shit happened. Especially when the other side said, yeah, we did this shit. So then y'all got to stop that shit. Y'all got to stop saying, well, the Holocaust never happened and this ain't happened either. No, stop lying to yourself. Or stop trying to pass off that lie. That revisionist history. That shit happened. As disgusting as that shit sounds and as unbelievable as that shit sounds, that shit happened. Those people went over there and slaughtered a bunch of people. And in return, the Israels went over there and just started bombing shit. Innocent people. Again, innocent people. That shit happened. That shit happened. It's been 4 months, man. I gotta get a lot off my chest. It's been 4 months. I gotta get a lot off my chest. So if I'm feeling a little angry, I'm sorry. But I gotta go into it. It's been a while since I did one of these shows, and I'm just getting hype. But anyway, that shit happened. Yes. In retaliation, this army, this IDF, are going over there just bombing shit, just bombing shit indiscriminately and taking it out on a whole race of people who had nothing to do with these fucking terrorists. That shit over there is ugly right now. Nobody can say their hands is fucking clean. Except for the fucking innocent kids that's getting bombs dropped on them. Except for the fucking innocent kids who had to die just because they were Jewish. Except for the fucking innocent mothers, wives, fathers, daughters that died because they live amongst terrorists. Innocent fucking people. That's who I'm riding with. That right there is who I am sympathetic to. Not no fucking country. Not no fucking, not fucking Benjamin Netanyahu. Fuck him. I'm sympathetic to the innocent people over there. No matter what side they're on. Whether they're in Israel and they were innocent, just living their life at a fucking concert, or in their kibbutz just chilling, or the people that's trying to flee a fucking war-torn country and getting bombs dropped on their head. That's who I'm sympathetic to. Fuck Hamas. Fuck that IDF. Or whoever is making these decisions, knowing people are trying to get coverage, or trying to find a place for refuge, and you just bombing hospitals and shit. Fuck that. That's all I got, man. I'm out.